What is going on, everybody? I am your host, Stacy Cole Morgan, and you are listening to the Morgan Man Sports Podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are talking about the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Detroit Lions here in Atlanta this Sunday, ladies and gentlemen. And also, we are talking about the Call of Duty League 2022 season format and how the HCS, the Halo Championship Series, is kind of taken over the competitive FPS scene by storm and how COD fans are reacting. So, without any further delay, let's go to get straight into today's action. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so we are going to kick things off by talking about the Atlanta Falcons hosting the Detroit Lions this Sunday, December 26th at 1 p.m. Currently, as it stands right now, the Atlanta Falcons are favored by a -4, but the public bet is taking the Detroit Lions at a 54% at the +4. And all the lines and bets, everything open up at a +6.5 for the Detroit Lions being underdogs in Atlanta. So really this is telling me that since it dropped from 6.5 to 4, that Vegas is not really interested in this game and that they're just giving this to the Atlanta Falcons, hoping that they can at least salvage some of their season, hopefully go 9-8 instead of 8-9 this season. But that is highly unlikely right now because we got the Buffalo Bills, who will be next after this game. And then after that, I believe we got the Saints, and that's the end of our season right there. Now, our playoff hopes are still alive, but only at a 3%. So that is really not good. So the Falcons definitely have to win out the season and get some help elsewhere in order to make it into the playoffs for the first time since 2017. I'm not going to go over much stats right here. Just want to quickly go over that the money line is a -200 for the Atlanta Falcons with no public bet set just yet. The spread is a -4 with a 46% on the Atlanta Falcons. And okay, I will go over a little bit of these stats right here just for season leaders on offense. So for passing, of course, Matt Ryan is 3,340 yards, 18 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. For rushing, Cordell Patterson is 565 yards, 5 touchdowns, 133 attempts. And for receiving, Kyle Pitts is on track to get 1,000 yards this season with 847 yards, 1 touchdown, 58 receptions. So that is really good for the rookie tight end. For defense, your season leaders are Foye Oluokun with 80 solos, 72 assists. Sacks is Dante Fowler with 4.5 sacks. He is our leading sack person. And for interceptions, AJ Terrell is at 2 interceptions, 35 yards. So definitely AJ Terrell is the key player on this defense. Foye Oluokun is as well, but AJ Terrell has been the shining gem of this defense for the entire season. So guys, what do you think? Do you think the Atlanta Falcons can win this matchup this Sunday against the Detroit Lions? Me personally, I do believe so. That it will come down to the wire just simply because it's the Atlanta Falcons. There's not really much of the talent on either side of the ball. But still, this is the Detroit Lions. I'm not going to say it's going to be an easy win because they defeated the Arizona Cardinals, for Pete's sakes, and they're the number 1 team in the NFC. So, but still, I think it's going to be overall a great matchup for the Atlanta Falcons. We improve our record to, 7-8 if we do win this matchup right here. If we keep winning, we're going to be 9-8. We have to defeat the Buffalo Bills. We have to defeat the New Orleans Saints. And then get some help across the league to get ourselves in the playoffs since 2017. And me personally, that is going to be a huge, huge W in my book for first-year head coach Arthur Smith getting a team that has hardly no talent in the playoffs. Now am I going to say we're going to run through the playoffs? Absolutely not. If I hope we win at least a playoff game, but if we don't, that's fine because where we was at last season compared to now, that's a huge improvement in my book. So now going on over to the Call of Duty League and just overall esports for Halo and the COD League. The Call of Duty League announces its 2022 format, schedule, LAN, and locations, and more. So Call of Duty's 2022 professional season is nearly upon us. The CDL released details for the new tour on December 16th, walking fans through the kickoff date, LAN plans, and further details like game modes and tournaments. Played on Call of Duty Vanguard, the league finally addressed the question of third game mode and expectations for in-person play. Additionally, some novel tournaments are being introduced, including a pro amateur and Warzone event. Here are the all newly released details that fans should keep in mind as the COD League season gears up. So for right now, the CDL 22 details have been announced. Kickoff Classic will start off January 21st through the 23rd. Open weekend is February 4th through the 6th. Game modes are Hardpoint, Search and Destroy, and Control, and each of the 4 stage majors will be played on LAN. First things first, the season will begin with the preseason kickoff classic like we had last year, where you're kind of getting a taste of what the teams are going to be like for the rest of the season. Now, you can sit here and say, okay, well, FaZe looked terrible against Florida Mutineers last season and the Call of Duty Cold War season. That's true, but it was still a little bit of a representation of how they're going to play. And they did play poorly at the beginning of the season right after that kickoff classic. But then they slowly progressed and got better and, of course, won COD champs. So I really like to see that right there. The preseason, that's definitely something that the esports scenery should have had a long time ago, is a preseason like you do in the NBA and the NFL and other professional sports. For the modes and new tournaments, definitely you got Hardpoint, Control, and Search and Destroy. That's definitely been a format now, really since the beginning of the Call of Duty League back in Modern Warfare 2019, if I'm not mistaken. So it's definitely good to see that coming back right here. I would love, though, however, to maybe have seen maybe a capture the flag kind of tournament, or not tournament, but game mode instead of Control. I would really love to see that, or just something new, because you want to shake things up in the esports industry. Certain things can work for a while, but for the Call of Duty League here and specifically, fans really demand a, capture the flag game mode to be brought in. And I personally would love that too. Heck, back in Black Ops 2 days, whenever it was the MLG tournaments, that's what you had, and fans went crazy over that. And of course, everything will be, for as far as like qualifying goes, will be online. I hate that so much, but at least we still will have LAN events for this season. But if it were me going into this season right here, I'm looking at the Halo Championship Series and seeing what they're doing with already huge success, over 200K viewership, plus the open LAN bracket to start all things with a grand total prize of $350,000 for the Halo Championship Series. That should open eyes up for the Call of Duty League community, and stating that, yes, you're doing this, but we're not, and fans love what you're doing, but they're not with us. We definitely need to change things around. So, Hex, the owner of Optic, and Envy and all that now, he said in a tweet, Halo might help COD get their shit together. This is just such a well executed launch by Halo that it is even surprising what we're seeing this sort of success. I have a lot to say. Give me a camera and a mic so I can continue to say what I said years ago on the matter. So Hex's reaction to HCS Raleigh is pretty embedded and optimistic champ on the COD community, the hope that the Halo success can help get COD, the Call of Duty League community right. It basically gets their stuff right. I'm getting my words mixed up right here. I do apologize, but yeah, so this can open the eyes for the Call of Duty League community and, get them on the right track of becoming a dominant esports, empire. One thing for sure is definitely having your open LAN tournaments. Go back to the CWL, the Call of Duty War League. Go back to that format. That is what worked for you. It wasn't, this new format that you got going right now. It was what worked for you back then in the CWL. Open LAN tournaments, developer support 100% of the way. And this is what Halo's getting, and the fans appreciate that. Now, your YouTube partnership, I would end that this year. I would personally end that this year. Go back to Twitch. Twitch is still a #1 streaming service for any kind of esports, major league gaming, whatever it may be. Twitch is still #1 in that category. YouTube will eventually go to being #1. But for right now, you go back to Twitch after this season. End out your contract, or hell, even just leave early, pay the difference and go back to Twitch. Then that's where you can really start building up your streaming platform of, 200, 300, 500K viewerships in one weekend, instead of only having 52,000 or at most 100,000 viewership, whatever, in one weekend, whenever you have, 300 every single day. I would really love to see that for the Call of Duty League community, because the Call of Duty League just Call of Duty in general has been around for such a long time, and I really want to see it go to brand new heights. So guys, what do you think? Do you think that the success of the Halo Championship Series will open the eyes of those at the community of the Call of Duty League, and say, hey, look, Halo Championship Series is doing well, we need to change something now in order to compete with that? So do you guys think that will happen here eventually next year, or just will never happen? But guys, that is all the time I have for today's episode. I sure hope you did enjoy, and if you did, make sure to like button wherever you are listening from. Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, wherever the case may be, please follow the podcast, listen, and download today. But until then, guys, I, Kamorgan, will catch you all later. Peace.